Hello everyone, it's Mr. Montgomery again with a brand new math video for our brand new unit. So we just finished learning all about subtraction, we did some fun story problems, and now we get to go on to tens frames, which are so fun. But first we have to learn how do we fill in a tens frame if we're told a certain number. So I'm going to show you right now how we start filling in a tens frame. So if they give us the number, so right down here, I'm going to write the number 2. Say someone tells you you have to show me the number 2 using a tens frame. And you would start in this top corner right here on the left where this camera is. We always start in this top corner box. This is our number 1 box. And I'm going to make a dot. So that's 1. And then once this box is full or has a counter in it, we move over 1. This is our number 2 box. And now we just made 2. But you know what? This was a little easy. I'm sure you are already familiar with tens frames from kindergarten. So let's do one that's a little tougher. Let's say that someone tells us to show them 5 with a tens frame. Now you can do this one with me at the top with the counters that I gave you. So let's fill in this tens frame. So like I just said, this is our number 1 box. We always start in this box when we fill in the tens frame. So you can put your first counter right here. And then so that's 1. And we move over 1 to count to number 2. So we have 1, 2. It's our second box. And then our third box is right here. So this would be counter number 3 that you can put down. And then, of course, we just keep moving over 1 until we fill this row, because this row, guess what? It has 5. It has 5 boxes. So if someone says, show me 5 with a tens frame, you can just fill in this whole top row because there are 5 boxes. Super simple. And let me number these too, so we don't forget. So we have 5 boxes. We just showed 5 using a tens frame. But I'm sure some of you are thinking, but Mr. Montgomery, what do we do if we have a number bigger than 5? Well, that's a really good question that we can do down here. So let's practice some more, and you can just draw counters in the small boxes down here. Okay, so let's try a bigger number. I'm going to say, show me the number 6 using a tens frame. Now you can do this one with me, with just your pencil and your paper. So we know that this is our number 1 box right here. So we have to start right here. So we draw a little counter, it's 1. Then we move over to the next box. And we stay on the top row the whole time. So that's 2. Then we jump over 1 more box, 3. And jump over 1 more, that's 4. Then we jump over 1 more, that is 5. And then, oh no, we can't jump over any more boxes. But you know what? We have this whole bottom row that we can jump to. So instead of jumping over, once we hit that 5th box, we go all the way back down to the bottom at the beginning, right below that number 1 spot that we started at. So we had 5, draw another one, that is 6. So we just showed how to make 6 using a tens frame. So remember, if you see anything bigger than 5, you know that you can automatically just go fill in this top row because there are 5 boxes in that top row. Let's try another big number. Let's say someone tells you, show me the number 8 using a tens frame. Now it's a bigger number, but we do it the same exact way. Which box are we going to start? We're going to start this one, or we're going to start this one. We start up here. This is our number 1 box. It's 1. And you know what? We know that this number is bigger than 5, so we just go ahead and fill in this whole top row, and that'll give us 5 right away. So just go ahead and you can fill in that whole top row. We have 5, but now where do we go? Number these real quick. Okay, so we have 5. Now where do we go? We go right back to the beginning, but at the bottom this time. And we keep counting on. So 5, that's 6, 7, and 8. Oh, we can stop there because we counted all the way to 8. So now we just made 8 using a tens frame. And some of you might be thinking, why do we always have to start at this top left box? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's to help keep us organized. Because if we started in the middle, right here, and they were counting on to 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we don't even know where we're going. 6, and then we go 7 and 8. Does this look organized? No. That actually looks really confusing. So we always start at this top left box. That's why we always start there. To help us count, stay organized, and know what we're looking at. Okay, and let's try an even tougher one. I think you guys can handle it. What if someone said, show me 10 using a tens frame? Ooh, that's a big number. But I think we can do this. So we already know that if we fill up the whole row, at the top, it's going to be 5. So we can already go ahead, start from our first box, and just fill in the whole top row. Now we can just count on from 5 to fill in the rest. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You know what? If we fill in every single box, that gives us 10. And guess what else I just noticed? This bottom row has the same amount of boxes as the top row. So we could also say that this tens frame can help us show a doubles fact. Remember doubles facts? It's when we add the same number together. So we made 10 by showing 5 and 5. Well, I think we're ready to get started with the inside of our packet. So go ahead and open up your packets, and I'm going to get the same page up on the screen. Okay, I'll give you a couple more seconds to open up your packets. Get to the same page as me. Shouldn't take you too long. Okay, I think that's enough time. And let's look at number 1. Number 1, they want us to show 3. 3 using a tens frame, and they kind of did it for us already. But just like before, we start with our top box over here. It's our number 1 box. So go ahead and start tracing your circle in that box. We don't want to start in the middle. Start in our first box. Then we can move over to our second box. And then we can go to the third box. And now we just made 3 using a tens frame. Let's look at our second math problem using a tens frame. So they want us to show the number 2. You know what? I'm going to let you do this on your own real quick. Show me 2 using the tens frame. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. All right, I think you actually should be done by now because this is a really, really quick problem. So we have 2. Let's make 2 using a tens frame. So we start in our top box right here, our number 1 box. So we'll draw a circle in here. It's 1, and then 2. That was so easy. We made 2 using a tens frame. This next one, remember our little trick? Well, we can use our little trick that we learned on our last page right here, because they want us to make 5 using a tens frame. Okay, I'll give you a couple seconds and go ahead and show me how to make 5 on a tens frame. All right, I think it should be enough time because this is also pretty simple. So when we see the number 5, we know right away that we're going to have to fill this whole top because there are 5 boxes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. 5 boxes. So we just fill up the whole row, but make sure you start from our number 1 box. We have to start here to help keep things organized. So we have 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm pretty sure you picked this up pretty quick. So go ahead, do number 4 on your own, then go on to the next page, do that completely on your own also. Don't tell your friends the answers. Don't tell them how to do it. I need to see that everyone can do this on their own. When you're done, you may put the work packet on my desk, or if you have questions and you feel unsure about what to do, you can come sit with me on the carpet if I'm still over there, or you can simply just ask me what you're confused about. Okay, so I will talk to you all shortly.